Nice map. And Rockfield as a tiebreaker. We're gonna see double crown from them more or less throughout the entire tournament probably. And Vamilo and Jory here. Going Ice 4, Ice 7. Which is an interesting lineup. Especially the Ice 7 itself. Especially on Rockfield. And especially since it's a bad tank. Why would you take an Ice 7? It makes no sense. Oh yeah. Hopefully we're gonna have a nice game. Starting things strong. I should probably. Oh yeah. Oh, we don't have game sound. What's that? Alright. So we're gonna have the first round without sound. Mighty, I know you're watching the stream. Please give me a moment to restart my game afterwards. So yeah, see if I can figure. No, I can't. Well, that's unfortunate. Gonna have to work like this then, I guess. So yeah, we have the two Russians here going up towards A, and obviously the two Kranwangs not doing that. How is he not? Yeah. Right, expecting a B prey, but are still up at A. So I don't even know who would be better suited for this, because all all three different tanks have shit DPM. The Kranwang just having that burst, which really does help out a lot. So yeah. Hopefully we're gonna have a good fight here. Vamilo camping. Good job. Getting that A cap early, more or less early, at least it's 1 minute in at this point. And Menos and Shady here holding back. And don't really seem to want to go forward all that much here. Shady is kind of positioned though. He might find Vamilo if he peeks around that corner over there. And Ori here. Also looking for where they might come from. Of course, with Synergy here, Team Red waiting for so long to show themselves, it could also show the other team that they might actually flank around to confuse them, but that's not what's happening here. Shady has been spotted now. Vamilo here. Get a shot at. Doesn't have the gun depression though. So that will be it for that. No shot taken yet from anyone. But I don't think the Kranwangs here really do have an opportunity to shoot those tanks if they hold down. The Kranwang not the most accurate gun, especially against an Ice 4. Could become very tricky as long as they do not face her. It's all just a waiting game here at this point. Menos going to flank around. Jory will proxy spot this. Pretty sure at least. Let's see if they can make use of this. Jory actually, oh, he does proxy spot it. Milo here in a little bit of trouble. They know where both of them are. In fact, all four tanks are spotted. But that just means who's better at focusing, and a nice peek here for Jory actually. Getting that shot in, but also Menos penning his first onto Vamilo here. And it's all just a waiting game. They can wait out another 4 minutes. Blue team here is gonna win on points. Vamilo needs to be very careful here with playing against Menos. He puts one shot in. That gives Menos the chance to now just clip onto him, and Shady from the side as well. Jory won't really be of too much help here. Oh, but he sets him on fire, and that's Shady's repair kit gone. And he's gonna be in quite a bit of trouble here if Vamilo can get away. But Menos here, trying to back up on Vamilo, is gonna get that last shot in, and that will leave Jory alone. And because they didn't focus fire well enough, synergy here with the two Kranwang should actually win. Do not really see how Jory could win this. It's a big shot there into Menos. I mean, if he can clear one Kranwang, there's still the possibility, but it's highly unlikely. Oh, okay. Surprising me there. He has more hit points and better DPM, but weaker in the turret and hull. So a very easy target for heat, or even just APCR. He needs to make sure to penetrate, especially since he's not an auto reloader, but fails to do that. And I think he doesn't really have a chance of winning this unless he survives for another 2 minutes, which he probably could try, but the Kranwang has the speed boost, so gonna be a bit of trouble here. He gets one shot in though, Shady. Really? Messing up there. Don't think he should have even peeked to begin with. And he needs to try to reload at least all 3 shots here so he can allow himself to mess up one and still have 2 to kill him. But Jory here cannot allow that all too much really. He showed... Why did you? I think taking one shot here was the biggest mistake he can make, because he basically lost his HP buffer. He needs to hope for a bounce and survive for quite a bit longer, but that's not gonna happen. Bit of a misplay here from Jory to peek around this corner. Don't think that should have happened. Nice first win here for the two. Gonna restart my game real fast. Should be pretty quick at least. It's not taking too long to restart the game anymore, and we got our sound back. That's nice. I can't type. Right, so it's still best of 7, meaning they need to win 4 games in order to secure themselves a spot in the semis. I don't think there's a double elim, but there is a match of 3rd place, so you know. Doesn't really matter though, of course, you still want to win regardless. And let's see what they can do. We now have double eyes for against eyes for Kranwagen. So synergy here, hoping for a little bit more speed and, well, DPM just in general, because surprisingly enough the eyes 4 is quicker than a Kranwagen. But it doesn't have the speed boost, so it lacks in comparison to that. But yeah, let's see what both teams here are going to be doing. Both spotted already. Ramilo here getting a nice angle onto them. He's going to get into the cap again. And as long as Menos doesn't push forward, he will be having this. He needs to take a shot as well in order to set here. JD won't really be able to do too much either. Zajari has that angle covered. We now have cap pressure yet again, very early here. And it is a nice thing to have. Even if you don't win by points, it definitely puts you at a big advantage, because you're not the one who needs to be the aggressor now. Even if they are 1 point down, they can just wait, prepare for what the enemy is going to do, and the ones that have to charge now is Synergy here, who might be calm, but still, knowing that you have to do something against it always in the back of your head is not the nicest thing. And Varmilo actually here going very aggressive. Oh, he could get punished for this heavily here from Shady and Menos. He gets away with just trading one shot. Jory here missing. Rather unfortunate. A bounce from Jory here. Varmilo in fact. But the best thing here to do. That's for sure, and they're gonna be focusing here, and That's where the Kranwagen really is useful. With that clip, you really have the ability to clear tanks quicker. Because that's what I talked about in yesterday's stream. If you have alpha damage, clearing a tank is way easier than if you have a lot of DPM. And that basically also follows the same rule if you have an auto loader, or well, auto reloader just in general, where you have clip potential, because, you know, that somewhat ties in with having high alpha. Because you more or less do it all at once, and they are gonna win this here. Jory is definitely not going to have a chance at winning this one here. He doesn't have the hit points nor the DPM, and Synergy would have to play absolutely terrible here in order to lose this game at this point. I mean, he's just gonna get taken out here. Oh, bounces one more from Venos. That's about it. Haha, the ice for gun block. And that's the GG here. First 2 games of Rockfield. Go to Synergy. And let's say the team of Vale here not really having too much of an ability to fight back. I would like to know why people ask to spectate rooms when they can just watch streams. Like, come on. Especially Senko, I know that you're watching. Regardless of that, let's see if they can turn this around here, because if they lose one more game, first of all, they are down and don't really have any pressure behind them, really. Because they have no driving force. They lost 2 in a row. They might be a bit down mentally. So gotta hope that that's not happening here. Especially with Never Frontier not being an easy map. It just really isn't. So let's see what they can do here. We see a mouse though on the side of Synergy. With IS4 from Shades here. No Kranwagen this time. And again, double IS4 here from Vamilo and Jorn. But I'm more interested in that mouse actually. It's a tank you don't really see a whole lot in 2v2s, and if you do, it's for a certain purpose. But I wouldn't expect this on Neville. In 7v7s you do see this for like holding B or getting B. But this is not 7v7, it's a 2v2. Where a lot of things are important. Armor certainly isn't. Because usually, if you do play 2v2, you generally know what you're doing. Which of course doesn't apply to everyone, but if you are this late into the tournament, then you certainly do. So playing something like a mouse, which relies heavily on armor, doesn't really work. And if you have 2 IS4s, which probably run calibrated, the mouse is basically screwed here. Not a lot they can do, and the 2 IS4s here now have a high ground. And I'm not sure why Menos is driving back, because he can't do anything against these IS4s, and he's just showing his side as well. Instantly losing 780 hit points here. Quite big of a misplay. And Ramilo here gets another nice shot from up top onto the IS4 in an interesting angle. He penetrated that heat shell. And again we can see Team B here really likes playing with caps, getting at least, you know, some sort of coverage if you need to play with it later on. Getting it, the earlier you get it basically, the better. They've been doing in the past 3 games. 80 here passing through. That's spotted now as well. So I should be able to put one shot into the mouse here. Bounces though. And even though they have a mouse, hit points advantage here definitely not on the side Synergy, and Jari here perhaps a bit too aggressive. Pushing straight in just for a shot onto Shades, takes 2 in return. And Vamilo wasn't even there to respond to it yet. Bouncing a shot as well. Let's see if this is ending up being worth it, because so far they haven't focused the best to their abilities yet. Because both are on similar hit points here. While Synergy here has been somewhat focusing Jory down, though he has been overly aggressive. Vamilo here takes a mouse shot and doesn't shoot the mouse back, which he certainly should have here. Shot on the mouse was certainly easier than on the Ice Fall. Bounces again. Really baiting him there with the side of the mouse, which is arguably the strongest part of it. And it's just not working with the focus here. Jory and Vamilo miscommunicating in a way. Need to kill this Ice Fall first. See. But it's always when both Ice Falls shoot, only one of them penetrates, which does not work out. They need to both be able to do damage here. Vamilo needs to penetrate this. There is no other way. And he bounces again. These shots are very crucial, because Manos is now blocking Jory. And there's nothing he can do against that. Vamilo bouncing 2 shots on Shady here. Pretty much cost them the game, and a lot of other bounces here from those 2 Ice Falls. Definitely should not happen, and Synergy here is gonna take the 3rd game in a row. And they can't find an answer to this, then they're gonna be a hell of a pain here. Because you do not want to lose 4-0, especially not in the semifinals. So let's hope they have an answer, because as we can see, they did bounce quite some shells here. 5 not doing damage. And on this point there was 6. Of course I'm not hating on either of them. It's just that in a 2v2 this just should not happen in general. Not quite fun. Vamilo, gonna have a quick game restart here. See how that is gonna work out for them. This might be potentially the last game here. It also could not. But Synergy's on match point. They've won 3 games in a row. Have momentum on their side. Something that Vale here now definitely needs. And we see a Yak Panzer E100. Milo, what is that? If they win, I'm gonna be impressed, but I don't think this is more or less really a planned strategy. I think this is just out of frustration. What I'm guessing. But let's see, I guess. We have an Ice Fall on either side, and then a German behemoth as well. One with more armor, or well, let's say more hit points. The other one with just a big boomstick. That's all it has, really. But I'm interested. Maybe they do have something in mind with this door. I really don't see this working. Hit point difference here is basically a Yak shot, so gonna be crucial. He also doesn't have a whole lot of armor, nor a turret, so there's not a lot going for the Yak Panzer here, especially in 2v2s. Doesn't have the mobility either. So we'll see about how they end up using it here. Yeah, expecting an A play, but that's not what Synergy is doing. They are going straight for C. And he could have been spotted here. They just went in a little bit higher path, I think. Because he was right out in the open here. Okay, he's gonna cap this uncontested. And you know, see. I don't think he can spot Vamilo here unless he peaks like very high on this rock here. Yep, and they do indeed spot each other. But Jory's location is unknown. And it's the first game they're not going for an early cap here. I think they just want to do it more passively. Which they definitely need to with the Yak Panzer here. They want to get the first shot opportunity. If they can't, they're gonna lose in a DPM fight here. because they have less hit points. But both of them are relocating. And Jory here might go for an A camp. The issue being that leaves B pretty much uncontested, which Mamilo is going to be looking at. And he can't cover all of it. He needs to go actually down here, which will leave him completely open to all of this and this. So this position over here is absolutely not any advantage for them. So let's see what's going to happen here. Synergy doesn't need to make a move. They don't even need to react to this cap. Especially since they have 200 point advantage. Not even a kill is going to change that. So all they can do is just sit back, wait for the game to run out. But of course, the danger of B is definitely in their back. Which Jory now is gonna get, and Van Milo here. Pretty risky again. Yes, he can shoot if someone peeks here. But he's completely exposed to this and this side. And the Jagdpanzer doesn't have great gun elevation, so tanks get above it, especially with the way the armor is angled. Easy shots onto the upper engine and the superstructure. It's not gonna be great for the Jagdpanzer. And with Jory getting pushed upon by both, not sure how that's gonna turn out, because Shady is above, which is fine. But Menos is now in the cap. And Van Milo has been spotted. He did get the first shot in. But if Shady wants to, and he definitely does, they can just push on Van Milo here. And he bounces a shot, which definitely should not have happened. The Jagdpanzer needs to pen every single shot he fires. Because if he doesn't, using it was not worth it at all. He does put one more into him, but that's gonna leave him completely dead to the eyes for now, and Menos will be fighting back Jory here. Camilo's not gonna bounce this next one. Couldn't reload in time. And that just leaves Jory here, who actually takes another shot from Menos. Amazing spirit there to fight back that heavily. And if Jory can survive here, he might actually win on points, but that's a big if. Because he needs to gun block Shady here. He doesn't even need to kill him. He needs to survive. But Shady knows about the upper engine spot. Which Jory probably is looking at as well right now. But he needs to survive for like another minute and a half, I think. But if he goes into B, that's more or less over. It's gonna take him even longer now. Which is a great plan from Shady here. But Jory needs to get in as well. As you can see, he's just stealing the cap at this point. Needs to pen. He doesn't. B is stolen, and I don't think he has a chance to recover now. Especially since he took another shot. He can just get HE to death. And a lot of little misplays here and there from Jory and Van Milo. I think also a lot of communication errors. And that's a walkover. A surprising one as well. Synergy here. Clapping those two. Dang. That's unfortunate. It's definitely not what you want to see. But yeah. They are gonna have their match for third place. And Synergy will be going to the finals. And it seems that Alimosa and Naka here are gonna be in the finals with them. Which is most certainly interesting indeed. So let's move on into the voice chat or food chat. Because we're gonna be commentating this together.
You're not gonna spot.
I know.
You're not gonna spot him anytime soon.
Hello, welcome everybody.
Oh,
Very,
wait,
very.
that's sweeter.
Every?
Yeah,
we-
he's in voice now.
we-
By the way, I
Oh,
will move
he's-
you to the mod chat if you want to.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Okay.
What?
Dragon
I'm with the
Heart.
captain, like fuck him.
There's a lot of voices.
Is he actually trying to win?
Well, he's trying to flank around to the right.
I mean, he's genuinely trying to win.
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
I thought that he was going to troll about, like, just play.
like, what the fuck is he going to do, man?
Bro,
Like, if I was him, I'd just rush you right in, even though I know it's impossible to win, but he's actually trying to.
Oh.
hey,
Hello.
welcome.
Alright.
Hey,
Hey, Fujin. Right, so
how you doing, mate?
I'm good. We're gonna be doing this together on Mighty's channel.
Seems that way. Woohoo!
And so with that, let me just end my stream. Actually,
yeah, ended
so
mine.
I'm gonna be commentating on Mighty's channel now. You're actually gonna see my perspective. So
Yeah,
if you want to
because
see,
your stream quality is the best.
thank
to be
you.
honest.
But yeah, so if you want to see more of the tournament or just hear my absolutely terrible voice, then go over to Mighty's channel. We will be seeing each other there in, when is it? 15 minutes? Yeah. This is when the game starts. So, thank you all for watching and see you until then. Bye bye.